to try and take this off, but so in this case you can probably see, because we're in a hard water area, quite a few of these heads have got blocked, and then that has caused, for instance, like this one to blow out. Now that one's got damage, so the pressure is then getting concentrated. See, from the blocked ones, then it's pushing through harder into the others, so you've got a really uneven. So what I'm going to do is try and put this in something like white vinegar or similar for maybe 6 hours and see if that cleans itself. But this is an official Aqualisa shower head that came with the Aqualisa shower, so I want to try and figure that out. And remember, if you're in a hard water area, make sure you take these off every couple of months and clean them out, because otherwise you can have the same problem we've got. And yeah, pressure buildup is going to focus on certain parts of the head, and it's just going to be, it's actually quite a painful shower. The other thing is that it also just causes the temperature to go up and down, probably because it's causing a backflow of some kind of pressure, and it just plays havoc with the machine. So let's get this cleaned up and see how it comes out. Right, so before I put it in anything, and I've only got malt vinegar, not white vinegar, which is less than ideal, but whatever, let's work with what we got. I'm going to actually, I'm taking a sewing needle. I'm going to try and get through the worst of these. Now I've already done one. It was actually surprisingly hard. So let's see if I take this one. Oh, that one came off like a skin, but you can hear how hard these deposits are. So hear that? It's actually rock solid. Yeah. So I can go through those. So that's one option. And then I can also then put this vinegar on. Okay, so I thought I've been through putting the needle through most of them. So I thought I'll see if I connect it up and see how it runs. If it runs any better, and it might clean some of them out anyway from running. So just screw the head back on. Let's see if I get that. You can still see this issue here with this one really strong jet. Okay, so it does seem a bit better, but I still want to put it in like vinegar or some kind of cleaning solution, because there's still some weirdness going on. And let's try and clear out those pores, those little heads, and go from there. Okay, so battery on my other camera ran out, and let's just a quick setup. Look, I've poured the malt vinegar, should be white vinegar really, but malt vinegar can do in a pinch, down through the head, and I've put it in a Ziploc bag to try and minimize the amount of surface area needed, or the volume needed to cover the surface area. You can see it's still not quite enough, but if I give it a shake, hopefully that'll get through, and I can turn the dial. And then I've put it in this Tupperware box then to keep it upright, because I want it upright, and I can keep that. I mean, yeah, I could put it down, but like that's still not ideal in some ways. But I'm going to leave this for maybe 4 to 6 hours, and then let's see if it's working a bit better. Okay, so it's about 6 hours later. Let's see how this is going to come out. Okay, so again, not ideal malt vinegar. Hopefully it's not going to stain anything. Actually, before I do, hopefully you can see a lot of those shower heads, if you can ignore the brown hue, a lot of the nozzles look quite clean. So maybe I didn't even need to bother doing that with the sewing needle. But yeah, it's actually looking quite promising. Oh, here goes. Let's see. Looks like it's flowing a bit better than earlier as well. So there you go, you can do it with malt vinegar. And I should add that if you can see the temperature on there, when I was changing the nozzle, the power earlier by changing the dial on here, because the pressure differential was so massive, it was changing by about 10 degrees. So now hopefully you can see it's only changing by a few degrees. So success is coming out of many more of the holes,
and it seems to be a lot better. Calcify or remove line deposits from your shower head by just leaving it in a Ziploc bag inside a tub for a few hours, and you should be all good. Add a sewing needle if you need a little bit of extra help, and it should keep you going. Now check out these channels I've got. Now check out these videos on the channel for more. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Now, I've got links down below for all the stuff I've talked about here. Also check out these videos I've got, and I'll see you there.